A ver, Jan, llévame a tu barrio. Quiero experimentar un poco la vida bandida. Indícame el camino a tu campamento.
All right, show me the way to your camp.
Good man. Follow me.
Espero que vendan ropa. No puedo seguir andando con esto. Con estos harapos de pobre diablo.
Come with me.
A ver.
What are you waiting for?
Estoy esperando un milagro. A ver. Vení, vení, vení. Vení, vení, vení por mí. Ayúdame. Bien. Me quedo con esto. ¿Sabes qué? Podría aprovechar, llevarte para allá donde están los jabalíes y matarlos mientras estás conmigo. Iba a ser considerablemente más fácil. Pero qué gran estratega que soy. Mira, hay 3 acá. Vení, 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 ven aquí. Ven a mí. Y dejo que Jan haga todo el trabajo. Jan. Jan, querido. Miren problemas a mis 6. Uy. Seguramente no van a ser ningún problema para el bueno de Jan. Está bien entrenado. Es un gran bandido. Yo lo ayudo un poquito. 60 de experiencia dan nada más. Deberían dar el triple. Esta madre. Uy, Jan está en problemas. Ese fue mío. Bien hecho. Tenés pociones grandes. Bueno, ahora déjame revisar un poco ese lugar. Ya que está liberado de toda esa mierda. Capaz había un cofre del tesoro, un cofre de marinero o algo. O una estúpida verde hoga. Ay, Dios. Parece que nada más teníamos eso. Vamos, Jan.
What are you waiting for?
Estoy aprovechándote.
Look to the north. You see the ruins sticking out of the ground?
I've seen ones like that before.
Well, the White Robes set up a camp there. If
Los
you're
togas
smart,
blancas.
you won't be seen up there. Otherwise, you'll be snatched up and taken to the monastery. Do you want to be a slave or a free man?
You're really hammering this home, aren't you?
Sorry.
Un hombre libre en la ciénaga.
Your own man, free to do what you like. Come on. It isn't much further.
Espera, a ver. ¿No querés pelear contra estos? Y me refiero a que vos vas a pelear y yo me voy a quedar mirando desde una distancia segura. Pero no quiero verte morir, Jan, sino ¿quién me va a llevar hasta el campamento bandido? ¿Qué dice esto? Gran pantano.
What are you waiting for?
Estás un poco impaciente, ¿eh? ¿Y eso? ¿Qué tenemos aquí? ¿Qué es esto? Una pala. Uy, mierda. Guerreros esqueletos. No, no creo que tenga nivel para estos. Nos les alejamos sin hacer ningún tipo de ruido. No vi nada, no había nada. Pero no vayas a ir.
If you follow the path north, you'll come to our camp. And watch out for the hunters. The lazy beggars are always trying to get others to do their work for them.
Thanks for your help.
You've been through enough. You deserve a bit of kindness. I'm sure I'll see you around. Good luck.
Gracias. Tenés un hermano gemelo allá en la granja. Creo que se llamaba Hansen. O Hanson. ¡Uy, mierda! Jan. Hay un erizo, me está molestando. Bah. Si no te acercas demasiado no pasa nada. Rata erizo. Otra más. ¿No vas a venir? Bueno. Está lleno de estas mierdas. Bueno, alguna voy a tener que matar. Uy, uy, uy. Esta es un poquito más fuerte que las otras. Ok. ¡Oh! Mierda. Ay, 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 ay. ¡Oh! No, no, no. ¿Qué carajo? Usa la puta poción, imbécil. Vienen los dos. Estoy perdido. Estoy muerto. Solamente que me cuesta aceptarlo. Ok, corre, corre, corre. Corre hasta el campamento, no sé. Está la comida. El pollo va a salvarte. Ay, mierda. Vos, me está persiguiendo una rata topo. Alejala de mí.
Hey, you. Where do you think you're going?
¿Y a ti qué te importa?
What business is it of yours?
Hey, I was just messing with you. Gets a bit boring around here. Well, apart from the rotworms. I'd stay on the walkway and not go too far out into the swamp. Believe me, being eaten by those creatures is not the way a man should go. Hang on, I think I've got a map somewhere you can have. Although by the looks of you, you could do with a better weapon.
Y con armadura mejor también. ¿Dónde puedo conseguir un arma mejor?
Where can I get a better weapon?
Depends on what you're after. Some swear by a good blade. Others prefer the heft of an axe. I'm a hunter, so I favour a bow and arrow. I've got a couple of nice specimens here, actually. For the right price, I'm sure I could part with one or two.
¿Qué cazas en la ciénaga?
What do you hunt in the swamp?
Less and less. There are only a few beasties. They may look unappetizing, but you'd be surprised what our cook can do. About the only thing left big enough to feed us all is this large worm over to the west. But he's a big fella. I really need help to take him down. Probably a bit of help to keep him down after I've eaten him too.
No, gracias. Te lo dejo comer a vos. Soy nuevo, la marea me ha arrastrado hasta aquí. ¿Qué me puedes contar de este lugar?
I'm new around here. Got swept in with the tide. What can you tell me about this place?
Ah, I see. Well, then there are a few things you should know. This whole swamp area, from here to the temple in the north, it's run by Don Esteban, our leader. I wouldn't mess with him if I were you. He's got some fighters working for him that'd break your jaw as happy as look at you.
¿Y qué me puedes contar del templo?
What can you tell me about the temple?
Came up from the ground about the time these storms started. And all these beasts came out of it. Never seen the like before. Indescribable they are. Our fighters soon sorted them out. I doubt there's much still alive in there. Well, apart from the Don. He's moved into the temple now. Don't see him very often. No one really knows what he's doing in there. Me?
Magia negra.
Kill and don't ask too many questions.
Entonces, ¿no has estado siempre en la ciénaga?
So, you haven't always been here in the swamp?
Nah, we used to have the whole of Harbour Town until the Inquisition came. All their magic and robes and stuff. They pushed us out here. Between you and me, I think the Don's pride took a bit of a knock. He hasn't been the same since. Most folks hate this place, but I like the fresh air. New things to hunt. Always felt too cooped up in town.
¿Qué son los gusanos putrefactos?
What are rotworms?
They can't really be described. Indescribable they are. They're like giant, rotting worms.
¿Y te querés comer eso? ¿Qué más sabes de la Inquisición?
What else can you tell me about the Inquisition?
Same as everyone else, really. Don't get too close to them, or you'll find yourself dragged off to that monastery. They're not right in the head. I think they do something to them up there. I'm keeping well away. I advise you to do the same.
¿Y qué hace tu jefe en el templo?
So, what's your boss doing in the temple?
I couldn't say for sure, but he's become very keen on collecting gold at the moment. He's got diggers working these ruins, and he always gives them a share. He's good like that. I think maybe he's planning on trying to take back Harbour Town. Gold commands a lot of power around here. Maybe even more than the Inquisition with their damn cult.
¿Qué te parece si te ayudo a cazar el gusano?
How about I help
No
you
sé
hunt
si
this
tengo
worm?
nivel para algo así,
Oh, that's
pero...
good of you. Tell you what, if we kill that thing together, I'll give you 30 gold. I hope you're well prepared. Don't want your death on my conscience.
Esto no va a salir bien. Vamos, matemos al gusano.
Come on, let's go kill this rot worm.
That's the spirit? Right. Ready your weapon and stay close to me.
Sí, señor. Espero que sea más hype que otra cosa, porque si llega a ser muy grandote y putrefacto y feo... Uy, mierda. ¿Qué es esa cosa? Uy, uy, uy. Tiene dientes. Me parece que no nos vamos a comer esta cosa. Estas cosas nos va a comer a nosotros. Ay, mierda. ¿Qué hace? Dale, vení, imbécil. Yo soy la distracción acá. No me pidas más. Ni siquiera pude subir de nivel. Tengo niveles, pero no sé para qué. Y me quedo con sus cosas. ¿Alguno más?
See, that's what being a hunter is all about. The thrill of the hunt, the buzz of the kill. Ah, that's made my week, that has.
Ese gusano ya es historia. No tienes de qué preocuparte.
I've killed that worm. You don't need to worry about it.
One less worm is no bad thing. Here, have 30 gold for your trouble. Hey, if you're going to the camp, can you take this raw meat with you? They always need food there. Just give it to Rachel, the cook. I'm gonna stay here. See if I can spot my next challenge.
¿Hay más de esas cosas? ¿Me puedes enseñar algo de casa?
Can you teach me about hunting?
To be honest, I'm not a very good teacher. I just sort of have an instinct for it. Lewis is your man. He taught me. Ask him.
Lewis. Right.
Ok. Espero que no haya más de esas cosas. Que sea la única que hay en el juego y que no aparezca ninguna más en lo que resta de juego. ¿Y esto? Hierba del pantano. Oh, sí. Eso me va a venir muy bien. Toma un poco de agua, imbécil. A los saltitos, vas más rápido. Y este...
Hey,
Hey,
¿algún problema hoy?
any trouble today?
no.
¿El Don?
The Don.
Back there in that temple. But my post is here. In the swamp.
Sounds like an important job.
¿Esperas alguno?
Expecting any?
No,
Must be fun being a guard.
not really.
¿Qué vigilas exactamente en la ciénaga?
What exactly do you guard in a swamp?
Flies. The smell. The dawn.
¿Has tenido algún problema con los lugareños?
You ever have any problems with the locals?
Locals. They give you any trouble, you just smack them around.
Or you could try talking to them.
¿Quién manda aquí?
Who's in charge here?
The dawn.
Who?
The dawn.
Right.
¿Y qué hay aquí para que hagan falta guardias?
What is there round here that people need guarding from?
You must have seen them.
Seen what?
Those things.
Things?
The things from the ruins.
Las polillas gigantes. Hay ruinas por todas partes.
There are ruins everywhere.
The ones that come up from the ground. The ground is warped or something.
De ahí vienen esas cosas.
That's where these things are.
Yeah. They're all over that excavation site in the middle of the swamp.
And?
They make me nervous.
Why?
They're disgusting.
Uh-huh.
¿Dónde está el Don?
Where is the Don?
In the temple.
Is he religious?
Ha!
So what does he do in there?
Avoids being out here.
No hablas mucho.
You don't talk much.
What do I want to talk for? I don't know you.
Sacarte algo es más difícil que encontrar una aguja en un pajar.
Getting anything out of you is like pulling teeth.
That's why I make such a good guard.
Cuéntame más de esas cosas.
All right, let's try this question. Tell me more about these things. The ones in the excavation site.
They're disgusting. Big insect things. I wish someone would get rid of them.
I can.
Entonces pagaría, digamos que 30 monedas de oro.
I'd need paying. Say 30 gold coins.
30? Yeah. It's worth that to get rid of those things. They're disgusting.
Keep my gold warm. I'll be back for it.
Si eres guardia, supongo que habrá algo que se te dé bien.
You must have picked up some skills to be a guard.
I know how to fight, and I can handle a crossbow.
Can you train me?
To fire a crossbow? All right. But it will cost you.
A ver.
I want to improve my fighting skills.
Ballesta, 200 de oro, 10 puntos de aprendizaje. Nah. No, gracias. ¿Y este habla? ¿Secuaz? No. Es genérico. Dame la hierba del pantano. Es valiosa. Hay esqueletos de bandidos acá. Dame. ¿Quién anda ahí? Brannon.
What are you doing up here?
Hiding.
¿Y de qué te escondes?
So, what are you hiding from?
Work.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I'd like to be working. Only I can't. You see all these huge insects turned up at the excavation site. I'm not going back to work while they're still there. I like my job, but I'm not going to die for it.
¿Qué luchadores están encargados de proteger la excavación?
Which fighters are responsible for protecting the excavation site?
Just Ricardo, but I've not seen him there for a while. Don't think he cares much about us workers.
He'll care if the work doesn't get done, and he ends up doing it.
¿Es que nadie hace nada en este campamento?
Doesn't anyone do anything in this camp?
But don't get me wrong, I'm a worker. Man of the earth, me. There's nothing fancy about moving soil round, but work is what I do best.
Háblame de tu trabajo.
Tell me about your work.
About digging? Well, like I say, it may be dirty work, but someone's got to do it. You fancy trying? Just look for a sandy spot in one of the excavation sites, then you stick your shovel in the ground and dig. Who knows? You might even find something.
Cavar
desbloqueado. Me ocuparé de los insectos.
I'll take care of those insects.
You? Why not let the fighters do it? And that's what they're there for.
Do you see any here, though? I'll take care of it.
Hablaré con él.
I'll have a word with him.
Okay. But don't tell him I told you. He's almost as bad as those creatures.
¿Y qué tenés en tu cofre? ¿No te enojas si me robó esto? No. Estamos en buenos términos. Bueno, a ver. Nada por aquí. Mierda. ¿Y qué hay acá? Vista panorámica del campamento bandido. Entonces este tenía su puesto de trabajo que se lo invadieron las polillas. Domingo.
What do you want?
Está claro que un hombre como tú ha visto mucha acción.
Man like you has clearly seen some action.
Well, you know, I don't like to boast, but I've crushed a few heads. If you want to eat here, you have to work. You want a free ride? Try those white robes at the monastery. They'll give you a free ride all the way to their excavation camps. And keep your paws off other people's stuff while you're here, or you'll lose your paws.
Qué simpático. Ahí veo a las polillas. ¿Viste? Sam.
Hey,
I've not seen you before. Who are you? A fresh-faced young man eager to experience the thrill of an outlaw's life?
maybe.
I can't think why else you'd be here. There are warm alehouses and welcoming brothels in the town. Food and indoctrination at the monastery.
¿Eres un leñador del campamento?
Are you a woodcutter for the camp?
Just because I'm cutting wood doesn't mean I'm a woodcutter. Actually, I'm a hunter. My lads and I provide meat for the camp.
Entonces tú lideras a los cazadores.
So you lead the hunters.
Normally, yeah, but as you can see, I've got vital woodcutting work to do. So right now, my hunters are running wild like free spirits. Or they think they are.
¿No debería ocuparse otro de cortar la madera?
Shouldn't you get someone else to cut the wood?
I'd love to, believe me. But Brogar would nail me to a tree if I left this wood unsawn.
Brogar.
One of the Don's lieutenants, the leader of the fighters, a, shall we say, powerful, single-minded man.
¿Y tú eres su proveedor particular de madera?
And you're his personal woodcutter.
For my sins,
Why does he want you to do it?
I tangled with him, and now I have to pay. We live by Brogar's laws out here.
Brogar. Las leyes de Brogar, no las del Don.
Brogar's laws, not the Don's.
The Don wants me to hunt, Brogar wants his fire stoked. You judge who's really in charge.
Why don't you stand up to Brogar?
Him and all his fighters, you mean?
So everyone's afraid of him.
You clearly haven't met him yet. Then you'd understand. He's over there. Go and introduce yourself. Then decide whether you'd stand up to him.
Ah. Primero tengo que hacer lo de las polillas. ¿Qué pasa acá?
What do you want?
Uy.
I don't like you being in here.
Bueno, no te enojes. Estoy mirando nada más. Me quiero bañar, estoy muy sucio. Oh, sí, con ropa. Un jabón. ¿O algo? Ya, parate. Esta va a ser mi nueva habitación. Este me va a ver con toda seguridad. A ver. Lo vemos. Lo quedó todo. Miau, miau. Vos sos Lorenzo.
I don't like faces I don't know well. And your face is too pretty. Slap some makeup on you and you could work the brothels.
Eres un luchador, ¿verdad?
You're a fighter, right?
I took the advice my teacher gave me. Find something you like and make it your job.
Entonces sabes que soy nuevo, ¿qué?
You know I'm new here then.
Shiny skin, gormless expression. You're not the first. It's the heap of gold in the temple. It sucks in idiots like flies to shit. But there's no one round here that wants to split their share of the Don's gold any further.
¿De dónde ha sacado todo ese oro el Don?
Where did the Don get all his gold?
See that temple? We took it. And guess what? It was full of gold and artifacts and stuff. Now it's full of guards, an ogre, and surrounded by us. There are temples all over the island. Why don't you bugger off and find your own?
¿Qué va a hacer el Don con el oro? ¿Invertir en terrenos en las ciénagas?
What's the Don going to do with the gold? Invest in swampland?
We might be stuck here now, but we're not going to be here forever. Once those religious nutcases are gone, Harbour Town will be ours. Then you'll see.
¿Qué hacen en la ciudad de las togas blancas?
What are the Inquisition doing in the town?
Pretty face. Shame you're thick as pig shit with it. They only need the town to give them a supply route. The real work happens in the monastery. Fuck knows what they do up there.
¿Y no crees que sería buena idea ir a averiguarlo?
And you don't think it would be a good idea to find out?
You're the nosy fucker. Why don't you knock on the door and ask them? Let's see how many questions you've got after they work you to death in the temple ruins.
Live here, die there. You know, there's an ocean full of beautiful desert islands.
¿Simplemente entráis y cogéis el oro de las ruinas de los templos?
You just walk in and take the gold from the temple ruins.
Yeah, it's that simple. Go on, try it. Then you'll see the beasts that come charging out of those ruins. You have to deal with them before you get to the shiny stuff.
Entonces ya has acabado con todas las criaturas de las ruinas.
So you've cleared all those creatures out of the ruins?
Keen to see them, are you? All right. We'll go to a temple ruin nearby. You help me deal with the creatures there, then you can get your share of the gold.
¿Y dónde está el truco?
What's the catch?
There's no catch. We clear the place and split the rewards.
¿Cómo nos repartimos el oro?
How do we split the gold?
50-50.
Me lo pensaré.
I'll think about it.
All right, but don't take too long.
Y este... Greg.
Hey,
Lost, are you? Don't you worry about it. I'll take care of you.
¿Quién eres?
who are you?
Craig. And if you want a fortune in gold, I'm your man.
¿Te dedicas a regalar dinero?
Your job is to distribute wealth.
Exactly. I arrange little wagers. You give me your gold, and you could double it.
¿Quién compite? ¿A cuánto las pagas?
What odds do you offer?
Ah, you're interested. Ha, listen up. I'll explain. You give me a sum in gold. If you win, I'll pay you back double.
And if I lose?
There are no losers, only future repeat gamblers. I'll just keep your gold warm until you want to try and win it back.
¿Y cómo se me pagaría si gano? ¿Y cómo sé que me pagarás si gano?
And can I be sure you'll pay out if I win?
Oh, you of little faith. I'm hurt. If I wasn't honest, do you think I'd last 2 minutes around here?
¿Y cómo hago una apuesta?
How do I place a bet?
Oh, nothing easier. We bet on anything here. Who'll be the next worker to get eaten by a swamp creature? The next winner in the arena? Anything. You can even bet on yourself. If you want to go into the arena.
¿Hay gente que lucha por dinero?
People fight for gold.
Don't sound so surprised. People have fought for gold since time began. There's a small arena over in the west. That's where it happens. I bet you're worth a gamble. Tough-looking fella like you.
Cuéntame más sobre la arena.
Tell me more about the arena.
It's all friendly. Just a few bruises and broken limbs. It isn't to the death. It's where we train and test ourselves. If you fancy a fight, just challenge one of our fighters. If he accepts, he'll go into the arena with you. The fight starts when both willing volunteers are in the arena with their weapons drawn. The first fighter to go down loses.
That's clear enough.
¿Hay algún lugar por aquí donde pueda entrenar para un combate?
Is there somewhere around here I can train for combat?
I wouldn't normally do this, but I'll train you if you like. Always good to get the inside skinny, in case you go into the arena.
¿Quiénes son los mejores luchadores?
Which of the fighters here are the best?
Based on recent form, Ricardo's a loser. Lorenzo isn't too sharp either. Used to be alright. Faded a bit these days. I'd say Domingo is probably the best in camp.
No, déjame mirar un poco más y creo que voy a probar alguna pelea. Debo suponer que al menos a alguno voy a ser capaz de ganarle. ¿Y este quién es? Rufián.
Not right now.
Hawkins.
Hey, you don't look like the rest of the Don's men.
Me? I'm the one the rest of them treats like dirt. Day in, day out, me and my workers try our best. And they need us, the bosses. But do they realize that? I wish they'd come and see what it's like. See if they like being eaten by swamp worms.
¿Estás a cargo de los trabajadores aquí?
Are you in charge of the workers here?
Yeah, I'm supposed to oversee the workers at the excavations. The morale is so low that the men don't care anymore.
¿Por qué las cosas están tan mal aquí?
Why is it so bad here?
We keep losing men to the worms. And there are even worse fates, too. I'd rather be anywhere else. But we have to collect anything made of gold and take it to Beppo. I didn't expect to have to fight the monsters here. We're not trained for it. And that bastard Brogar should be protecting us. But do his fighters ever come and help? Do they, hell? Too drunk, most of them.
¿Ya habéis dejado de excavar?
So the excavations have stopped.
They won't be happy when they find out. The Don's supposed to be a fair man, but Brogar isn't, and he should be protecting us. If any of my men were good at fighting, they'd have gone long ago. They'd be living it up in the bars and brothels of Harbour Town.
Si voy a pasar a la acción, necesito una armadura mejor.
If I'm going to take action, I'll need better armor.
I can give you workers' clothes, that's all. And you'd have to pay.
¿Cuánto?
You're not a worker. Why should I clothe you?
We're all stuck on this island in this swamp together. We might as well help each other. I'll see if I can get your workers back to work.
You won't. If I can't, what chance does a stranger have?
Si quieres puedo hablar con Brogar.
I can talk to Brogar for you.
Don't. It'll only cause trouble. We've tried everything. Brogar's not going to listen to you.
No es muy popular ese, ¿eh? ¿Qué me puedes decir de Brogar?
What can you tell me about Brogar?
Nothing. I'm not telling you anything. I don't want trouble.
Ya estás metido en problemas.
You've already got trouble.
Yeah, but I'm not dead. I'd rather take my chances with the worms than get Brogar angry.
Brogar can't be that bad.
Brogar is all bad. Ask the hunters. They'll tell you what he's capable of.
Well, I offered to help.
¿Está por aquí alguno de tus hombres?
Are any of your workers around?
They should all be at the excavation site. But that doesn't mean they will be. You'll recognize them. They'll be wearing workers' clothes, even if they've got no intention of working. Uncontrollable, most of them. That's what the swamp and being ignored does to you.
Veo que te has dado por vencido, ¿no es cierto?
You really have given up, haven't you?
Well, you would in my position. It's hopeless. Hopeless.
Hopeless isn't a word I use.
Quizá pueda ayudaros. ¿Cuántas excavaciones hay en total?
Maybe I can do something to help. How many excavation sites are there?
3. 1 east of the temple, and 2 right in the middle of the swamp. Look for the artifact crates. They mean you're in the right place.
Right.
¿Y la ropa de trabajador? Ve. Planta de maná. ¿Quién está acá? ¿Secuaz? Nah. Dwight.
You look relaxed.
The busy mosquito is swatted at dawn. The happy snail does nothing but yawn. We're in a swamp. What's there to make an effort for?
¿Y el don te permite relajarte?
The Don just lets you relax.
Never see him. Beppo's always chasing us to hump crates round. All that effort for what? A pile of old crap. Hawkins is my boss, and if Hawkins doesn't care, Beppo can go screw himself. And Hawkins doesn't care about anything.
Right.
Oye, Dwight, tiene que llevarle esas cajas a Beppo.
Hey, Dwight. You need to start shifting those crates over to Beppo.
And who are you to be telling me what to do?
Soy el que te dice que muevas esas cajas.
I'm the guy
Con
telling you
tonito
to move
amenazante.
those crates.
You see, I could do that, or I could just stay here, and that sounds more relaxing.
Try relaxing when I've put my boot up your ass.
All right, don't burst a blood vessel, I'm moving.
Vayan, trabajen. Y este Clay. Cerveza. O pierdo la cabeza. Y ahorita. Y había un habano ahí adentro. Dame las palas. Todo es vendible. Pico. Cuando aprenda a usar cuando aprenda a hacer prospección. Arriba, Clay.
You look tired.
And you look ugly. Piss off.
¿Qué haces aquí?
What are you doing here?
I'm admiring the view. Great view. That's why we get all these tourists.
Ha! That and the friendly locals.
Un buen fuego. Un buen fuego, bueno y seguro.
Nice warm fire this. Nice and safe.
Brogar send you to get on my nerves.
I'm just making
Todavía no hablé con él.
And I'm just telling you to piss off.
Bueno. ¿Cómo va el trabajo, Dwight? Raíz curativa. Tenemos que encontrar las recetas para hacer toda esa mierda. Pero ¿dónde estará? No lo sé. Beppo. ¿Viste quién es? Rufián.
Take that pretty face somewhere else.
Hey, what? You better be from Hawkins. I need those crates moving.
¿Qué cajas?
What crates?
The ones full of artifacts? What else are we moving? Damn Hawkins. His workers should have delivered them by now. I knew it was too much responsibility for the old coot.
Entonces te haces cargo del transporte de las cajas, ¿no es así?
So you're in charge of moving boxes, right?
They're not just any old boxes. They're full of artifacts from the excavation sites. They get dug up, they come to me, and then they go to the Don.
Oh, so you're not even moving boxes for yourself then?
When you get an important role here, then you can make jokes. Until then, shut your bleeding mouth.
¿Qué hay en tus cajas de artefactos?
What's in these artifact crates?
Puppies. Artifacts, what do you think, genius? Everything that's dug up from the ruins gets crated up.
¿Artefactos de qué tipo?
If you're looking for gold, then do some work. You dig for the Don, then you'll get your share.
I'll think about it.
Acabo de llegar, no me envía nadie.
I've just arrived here. I'm not from anyone.
Lazy more like. Bet you've never done a decent day's work in your life.
Estoy en eso. Podría ayudarte con las cajas.
Let's talk sensibly. I can help you get your crates.
Think you can? All right. We'll get going and get them moving.
No sense in asking if you know the magic word.
What magic word? Here, you're not with that Inquisition lot, are you? I'll have no magical nonsense around here.
Me he ocupado de la entrega de las cajas.
I sorted out your crate delivery problem.
Really? Well, thanks. Good to see someone's applying themselves. Tell you the truth, I ain't sure why the Don wants all this gold. Ain't like there's much to spend it on in a swamp.
Not that I've seen.
Anyway, you've put me in a generous mood. Here's a little advance on your share.
Excelente. ¿Alguno de ustedes quiere hablar? No. Rachel.
Waif and stray looking for pity? Or fortune hunter looking for gold? Looks like I've got another mouth to feed.
¿Eres la cocinera?
Are you the cook?
Amongst other things, you have to be adaptable in these times. One day you've a sword in your hand, the next, a ladle. And the cooking relaxes me, if you call stirring wild boar and brugelweed cooking. Sorry, forgotten my manners. I'm Rachel. Here, new mouth, take this meat. Freshly cooked.
¿Cómo va todo por aquí?
How are things around here?
Perfect. I don't know why we didn't move out of the town into the swamp earlier. The Inquisition are sucking the life out of the town, but this swamp is sucking the life out of us. We used to be close, all of us. Everyone made their share, worked for their share. Now it's falling apart. And with Esteban in that damn temple, I'm the one trying to hold it together.
¿Puedo ayudar?
Can I help?
And why would you want to do that? What do you want, new mouth? Lazy cutthroats, idle thieves, and mosquitoes. Why do you want in on this?
Buena pregunta. ¿Por qué crees que la gente se está viniendo abajo?
Why do you think things are falling apart here?
It's those ruins. They've got everyone's mind on treasure. Even my Esteban. The whole place is being dug up. Although I'm certain that not everything that's being found is being delivered to the camp. Esteban makes sure that all the workers get a share of the gold. He's very fair like that. But someone is looking to line their own pockets.
¿Crees que el Don está perdiendo el control?
You think the Don is losing control?
He's a complicated man. The Inquisition's takeover of Harbour Town shook him up badly. All we've got is this place, and it's fragile, especially at the moment. I really don't need someone stirring up trouble.
Da la impresión de que necesitas ayuda. ¿Quieres que te ayude?
You sound like you need help. What if I help out?
You do that. But, well, if you really want to stick your hand in this beehive, you're welcome to. We can certainly use the help. Everything seems to have ground to a halt. Go to the camp lieutenants and see what sort of problems they're having. That should help you get a picture of what's happening here. Maybe we can root out the source of this rot before it reaches Esteban.
¿Quién crees que se está llenando los bolsillos? ¿Y qué le ocurriría al ladrón del oro si averiguas quién es?
Who do you think it is lining their own pockets? And what would happen to them if you knew who it was?
He'd be dead. Esteban's not a forgiving man.
So it seems.
En cuanto a tu campamento.
About your camp.
Me han dicho que falta comida en el campamento. ¿Necesitas carne?
I was told you're short of food. You need more meat?
Finally, someone who wants to do some work. Yes, I need 10 haunches of raw meat.
Mierda, no tengo.
Bring me the meat and I'll put a little
Creo que me la gasté, la cociné.
Never say no to gold.
¿Quiénes son los tenientes aquí?
So who are the lieutenants here?
If you can't find that out yourself, how are you going to help me? Just go and talk to everyone. You'll find them. You'll soon see who's in charge and who thinks they are.
Toma los 10 trozos de carne que querías.
Here. 10 haunches of meat, as requested.
Thanks. These are pretty good cuts. Looks like you've got a skill for hunting. Here's your gold.
Hunting doesn't pay that well, then.
Take it or leave it. That's what you're getting, and it's enough to fill your stomach or get you drunk. Your choice.
Deberías recibir las cajas de artefacto de nuevo.
Your deliveries of artifact crates will be starting again.
Thanks. I didn't want to worry Esteban about that. Not after everything that's happened.
Necesito hablar con el Don.
I need to talk to the Don.
Join the queue. I'm thinking of joining it myself. You can talk to me. When Esteban's busy, and he's always busy, I'm in charge.
Noted.
¿Por qué no me puedes dejar entrar a verle?
But can you get me in to see him?
No. Look, he needs time alone to think. I'm always having to turn people away, even his good friends. Why would I make an exception for a newcomer?
¿Por mi aspecto de tipo duro y atractivo?
You mean apart from my rugged good looks?
Believe me, I've seen better. Unless you have something really important for the Don, you aren't going to get to see him. I don't like the situation. I'm his wife and I don't get to see him. But it's his wishes, and we have enough trouble around here without looking for more.
Y Oscar.
Are you the local blacksmith?
Blacksmith? I look like I spend my days making fucking horseshoes. I'm a pewterer, a gilder, a worker of fine metal. And I'm not looking for an apprentice. Particularly one that doesn't know the difference between a metal worker and a smith.
¿Tengo aspecto de aprendiz?
Do I look like an apprentice?
You don't look like you've got the coin to be a customer. What you want?
¿Necesitas ayuda? Estoy buscando trabajo.
Do you need help? I'm looking for work.
No one here looks for work. The only thing people here look for is gold. And you don't look like you're any different.
¿Tú trabajas con oro?
Do you work with gold?
Gold. Gold. Nothing but gold. You just see the money in it, don't you? Well, there's no point you thinking about getting wealthy here. Every crumb of gold out there belongs to the Don.
¿Todo el mundo le tiene que dar su oro al Don?
Everyone has to give their gold to the Don.
If you know what's healthy for you, once a month you have to take the Don his share.
And how much is his share?
You see anyone round here looking wealthy?
Not unless mud is the local currency.
Oh, you should see the gold he has in his temple. Hordes of it. Ha! I can see that look in your eye. Fancy a slice to you? You'll end up in pieces with those thoughts in your head.
¿Cómo puedo ver al Don?
How do I get to see the Don?
What do you want to see the Don for? Try standing on a tree outside the temple. You're not going to get closer than that.
Debe de haber alguna manera de ver al Don. Quizás llevándole algo que quiera.
There must be some way to see the Don. Something he wants.
If it doesn't glitter, he doesn't give a toss. I wouldn't be surprised if one day he had his wife gold-plated.
Is there something he wants then? Something in gold he doesn't have?
We found a sword pommel. Beautiful bit of work. Supposed to belong to some garrison commander before he pissed off an ogre. You find the blade for that pommel, the donna kiss your hairy ass. Fuck it, I would too.
¿Dónde puedo encontrar la hoja de la espada que quiere el Don?
Where can I find this sword blade the Don wants?
If you believe the stories, the ogre dragged the garrison commander off where those temple ruins are. If anyone has found anything there, they're bound to shoot their mouth off. Particularly seeing as those bits of blade will be covered in gold. There's a pisshead called Lewis, reckoned he'd seen something, but he's a sack of shit.
Encontraré la hoja que quieres.
I'll find the blade the Don wants.
You want to look for it, be my guest. But you take one piece of that blade for yourself, one bit of glittering gold, I'll hear about it.
I wouldn't dream of it.
¿Vas a arreglar la espada para el Don?
So you want to restore the sword for the Don?
If I can get all the pieces. Can't do jack shit without all the pieces.
A ver, busco nuevas armas.
I'm looking for new weapons.
Looking is for losers. Paying gets you the goods.
¿Qué tienes?
What have you got to trade?
Bueno, listo. Muy informativo todo. Ay Dios, todos tienen muchas cosas que decir. ¿Y este quién es? Luchador. ¿Qué hora es? Se hizo de noche. O está lloviendo, no sé. Es difícil distinguir qué hay acá. En realidad, prende la puta antorcha. Bien. Algo acá, nada. ¿Quién anda ahí? Hierba. Mierda. Phil.
Who are you? You here to relieve me?
No.
I've been waiting for Clay for hours. The sod should have relieved me long ago.
¿Eres un luchador?
Are you one of the fighters here?
I am out here. But when we were in the town, well, sleight of hand's more my thing. Combat's for boneheads. I have a few real skills. Sneaking, opening locks, picking pockets. Proper, honest skills. No violence needed.
Sounds good.
¿Qué haces parado ahí? ¿Estás de guardia?
What are you doing here? Are you standing guard?
Yes, but I shouldn't be. I've been here so long, this godforsaken mud soaked through to my feet.
¿Y qué proteges en tu guardia?
What are you guarding?
The swamp farmer. Without him, this place would be bleak. Bleaker.
¿Hay algo de valor que se pueda robar?
What's here that's worth stealing?
Not much, really. The problem's more those bloody animals everywhere. We could easily be overrun by wild boar, or worse.
Si veo ahí un perro negro que está... ¿No te gusta este lugar?
You don't like this place.
Viene para acá, me parece. Nos va a atacar en cualquier momento.
No taverns, no women, just swamp, disease and mud. Thank the gods for the swamp farmer. At least he brings us our beer.
¿Me puedes enseñar a robar?
I want to be a better thief.
A ver, sigilo, 5 puntos de aprendizaje, sustraer, ok. Veré si puedo encontrar a Clay.
I'll see if I can
Creo que es el idiota que está ahí durmiendo en el piso, ¿no?
I've had enough of this.
Pero, ¿cómo hago para convencerlo de que venga acá? Ovel.
New here, right?
It's that easy to tell.
Don's boys already got on your nerves, eh? They're just bored. No imagination, you see.
¿Qué sabes del Don?
What do you know about the Don?
I know enough not to mess with him. We used to be out here all alone, until they swept in and took the place over. Stick to his rules and he's a good man, if a hard taskmaster. Working in the fields isn't easy, but it gets you away from people. Space to think.
¿Qué haces aquí?
What do you do here?
I tend the brugelweed here on Robar's farm. It's not the most noble of plants, but it's versatile.
No puedo verte en la cara.
You can, should you be of a mind, smoke it as well. The smoke has special properties, if you know what I mean.
Entiendo. ¿Quién es Robert?
Who is Robar?
He's a salt-of-the-earth fellow. He farms this swamp. Well, this field.
¿Puedes venderme un poco de hierba o de cerveza?
Can you sell me some weed? Beer?
Surely can. And I have more to sell as well, if you're interested.
No. Bueno, voy a hablar con el imbécil ese. O podría hablar primero con el tipo este Robert, ya que estoy acá. Probablemente tiene otra misión para dar. Y eso es la manera de jugar a esto, es acumular todas las malditas misiones que uno pueda. Después hacer todas las que se pueda. Y seguir avanzando. Robert, ¿eh? Fue eso.
That look. You've come for protection money.
Protection money?
Maybe you just have that look. What brings you here?
¿Esta tierra es tuya?
Is this your land?
It's me that farms it. Then I use the brugelweed that grows here to make beer.
¿Qué me puedes contar de la zona?
What can you tell me about the area around here?
You haven't been here long, have you? Let's see. Well, the boys in the camp all work for Don Esteban. They're collecting everything they can find made of gold. The Don must have a fortune in that temple by now.
¿Trabajas para el Don?
Do you work for the Don?
Me? I've been on this farm all my life. One day, these ruins rise up out of the ground, all over the place. Then Don Esteban comes here. At least he keeps these creatures from the temple away.
¿De dónde viene el oro que está acumulando el Don?
Where did the gold the Don's collecting come from?
From those temple ruins, the ones that rose from the ground. They say there are treasures there, and creatures.
¿Qué es la hierba Brugel?
What's brugelweed?
They call it a weed, but it's not. Mostly grows in the swamp or along rivers. But you can find it most anywhere. Looks useless, but you can't get hops out here. Well, not cheap you can't. And this stuff will do the trick.
¿Está rica tu cerveza?
Is your beer any good?
There were those on the mainland who thought so. Barley man's export, they called it, till the island was cut off. Every time you think you're getting ahead, life just drags you down. Which reminds me, the camp is waiting for a delivery. I don't suppose you'd be interested in dropping some bottles off for me?
¿Por qué todo el mundo al ver una cara nueva da por hecho que quiere hacer sus recados?
Why does everyone here see a new face and just assume I'll do jobs for them?
Because you need people that will owe you favours.
Favours?
You never know when you'll need them. Take these 10 bottles to Rachel, the camp cook. I need 50 gold coins for them, so I can pay my damn protection money.
Está bien, pero algún día te pediré que me devuelvas el favor.
All right. But one day
Favorcito por favorcito.
Of course. Here's the beer. And don't forget, 50 gold pieces.
50. Yeah, I'll remember that.
¿Te pide dinero el Don a cambio de protección?
Does the Don ask you to pay for protection?
No. It's his commander-in-chief. The one that trains his fighters, Brogar. He demands 30 gold coins a month, or he'll take away the guards that look after my farm.
So someone's found a way to earn money from this swamp.
Quizá pueda ayudarte a recoger hierba, Brugel.
Maybe I could help you gather some brugelweed.
Well, it would save me some time. All right. But I need deliveries of 10 plants. I'll give you 70 gold coins for every 10 you bring.
Trato hecho. ¿Podrías enseñarme a fabricar cerveza?
Could you teach me to make beer?
I suppose. If you have a basic knowledge of alchemy, it'll take years to learn properly.
No, no tengo eso. ¿Me puedes enseñar los conocimientos básicos de alquimia?
What can you teach me about the basics of alchemy?
Ok. Ahora sé que sos profesor. Ok, acá. Mesa de alquimia. Uy. No sé muy bien por dónde vine. Salte. Y agarra la hierba, pero que... Bueno, voy a hablar con Clay y con la tipa esa y supongo que lo voy a dejar acá porque ya... De tanta charla... La hora ya pasó. Pero sí, estos juegos de Piranha Bytes son así. Avance lento, metódico, mucha charla inútil, desbloquear misiones. Y darle para adelante hasta que el personaje sepa por lo menos atarse los cordones de las zapatillas. Mujer, ¿dónde estás? Rachel. Traigo 10 botellas de cerveza de parte del granjero de la ciénaga.
The swamp farmer sent me with 10 bottles of beer.
Ah, I wondered when that was going to arrive. Thank you. That saved me a walk.
Quiere 50 monedas de oro por la entrega.
Robar wants 50 gold coins for the beer.
That's pricey. Guess even Robar can't afford to be giving away things free at the moment. Here you go. Thanks for doing the legwork.
Por cierto...
By the way.
No, creo que no debería decirte esto ahora. Vamos a guardarte esa noticia para después. A ver, Clay. Si lo podemos convencer de que deje de ser un imbécil. ¿Dónde estaba? Por acá. Pero no me acuerdo muy bien de dónde. Estaba durmiendo por acá. Acá estás. A ver, guarda. Clay, despertate, basura. ¿No deberías estar de guardia en la granja de la ciénaga?
Shouldn't you be standing guard by the swamp farm?
Piss off.
No me importa lo que pienses de Brogar, pero yo te estoy diciendo que vayas a tu puesto de guardia.
I don't care what you think of Brogar, but you see, now I am telling you to get out on guard duty.
You are?
Oh, sí. Así es.
That's right.
There's a reason Brogar didn't come himself. Now I'll show you. All right, you bastard.
Mega imbécil. Uy, no, qué duro que es. Alejate de mí, basura. Tómate una poción. Atácalo de lejos. Ven y quémate con eso.
More gold for me.